Mel joins us from Happy Tunes, world-class ski tuning, boot fitting, gear, Hesterville, and in the summer months, you are a guide as well, right? Yep. You do it all.
Yeah, when the snow goes, the waters rise.
And they are.
And there's a fairly large population among us, I think, who kind of look forward to that, right? We just,
yeah.
Other than the black flies there, May, early June.
They have black flies here.
So they say, fauna and flora, worth exploring. Yeah.
Well, you do a couple of different trips, annual trips, that are something that's unique that some people may be interested in. Can you tell us about those?
Yeah, when the snow melts, the waters rise, we take to the woods and we do wilderness trips. And it's a good thing to do. It's a great thing to do. I wish everybody had the opportunity to do that, not just from living in Maine, but from everywhere. It's a great way to just recharge the batteries, kind of get in touch with yourself. We tend to forget, right? It's a different pace of life. As soon as you can exit regular life and go into the woods, somehow clarity comes about. So I like to do wilderness trips. In the past several years, we've done mostly youth trips. Yep. Right, taking kids into the woods. The trips range in length from 1 to 3 weeks at a time. Mm-hmm. And like many will use, usually either, you think of taking to the woods, either hiking or canoeing. I happen to, over the years, have developed a bit of a niche with using a different medium. We use either sea kayaking or whitewater kayaking. Powerful mediums to try to kind of further create the experience. Mm-hmm. And it's pretty cool.
So these trips are limited. It's not a huge crowd. It's an experience, right?
It's meant to be an experience, yeah. So it's small groups. Usually it takes, I like to say that it takes 5 to make a trip. Usually we'll go from 5 to 8, depending on the levels of interest and experience. That being said, the trips are designed in a way that there is no previous experience required, right? So there are 2 trips that have current openings, youth trips. So one of them caters to younger age group, 13 and up. This is co-ed, boys and girls. It's a shorter trip. We use sea kayaks and we explore Flagstaff. Great resource that we have here right in our backyard. Yep. We use sea kayaks. We include a day hike of Bigelow in there, which is pretty awesome. Nice. It takes place from, I'm going to have to look at my notes here. It is going to be July 31st through August 6th. Again, no previous experience required. And we provide everything, right? Everything but the clothes on your back, or your personal sleeping bag or your personal sleeping pad. But otherwise, all the tenting equipment, all the camping equipment, and of course, all the paddling equipment is included in there. So that is 1 week long. It's $775, and again, small group that will usually encompass 5 to 8 kids.
That's some happy people right there.
Oh, we're looking at some of the, this would be a previous year of sea kayaking through Flagstaff Lake, which is really an awesome, there's great natural history, there's great human history, of course, to discover through paddling around Flagstaff, and great memories and bonds to be made. It's amazing how a short amount of time, again, away from, I think of it's as civilization, I guess, but really all it means is away from the phones, away from known entities, away from your family, away from your friends, just being able to immerse yourself into this sort of foreign environment.
What do you think you take away? What do you think you learn from a trip like this?
Well, I think of it both from the fun factor, which is great, right? Doing something new, and the educational factor, because, well, as you do something new, there's a lot of growth that takes place as well. So I think that the kids take away a lot of personal growth, obviously new friendships, new skills, whether they're hard skills, things relating to paddling, camping, wilderness tripping, soft skills, connecting with folks, learning how to problem solve, things daily.
Are there responsibilities that they have too?
Yeah, the cool thing about these is that they're in a way, I think of them as less guided as it is, or if guided it is, it's a guided discovery type process, right?
Right.
So each are armed with tasks that revolve over the course of the trip, and we split duties basically, right? So whether you're cooks for the day, whether you're the navigators for the day, whether you are the one in charge of filtering water, of gathering wood, there are little tasks there that are fairly simple but essential,
Right.
that one needs to take on in order for the trip to go smoothly. And it always seems like, first day it's going to be, we're never going to make it. It's going to be, oh, what chaos. But very quickly things come together
Right.
as they should into just making that individual experience, which is really cool.
So these trips are, you said you have limited availability. Tell us how someone could sign up for something.
Yeah, so the best way to connect with us is going to be through Happy Tunes. It's 235-TUNE, that's the phone number for Happy Tunes, 235-8863. It's via email, connecting with me, Lionel, at Happy Tunes. The email is happy@skihappytunes.com, one word. A lot of folks like to go through the Happy Tunes Facebook page, where there are some photo albums there of previous trips.
Sure.
Limited marketability. We don't have a website for it. We don't really have. This has all been word of mouth for years and keeps on going like that.
Why change?
Yeah.
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 Change a good thing. Hey, it's spring, as you well know, and hopefully you had a chance to get out this past week and enjoy some of. I know you work straight through the winter. Hopefully you had a chance to do a little bit of skiing, right?
We're still working hard. It's still skiing time.
Yeah.
Before I forget, though, I'll mention we were talking about the Flagstaff trip. There's another trip that is pretty cool, really unique, actually, that I'll mention if I may. That one we use whitewater kayaking. It's earlier on. It's July 10th through July 25th, right? So it's 16 days, 17 days, a little bit longer. It's 14 years and older, also co-ed. On that one, we use whitewater kayaks. Unbelievable experience. When you talk about personal growth, it's huge. What that medium does, whitewater kayaking, the aspect of kayaking, the aspect of camping, the aspect of a rapid moving water, is amazing. That we start, of course, with flat water, no previous experience required either. And by the end of a couple of weeks, we're running some pretty good water usually that, each learns at his own pace. And we'll cater to that, of course. But there's some of the kids will go into some pretty.
Oh, that must be
hairy
fun
water,
as
which is really cool.
they get more confidence and then they start ripping through the waves.
Yeah.
Some
Reaping the rewards of some hard work.
exactly.